Coders, my name is Shruti Srivastava from Debe Learning, and today we are going to learn how to make a scrolling background in Scratch. And by the end of this tutorial, you'll be able to make a project where the background is moving behind your character. First, let's pick the character to be walking in your project. You can just click on the button that says choose a sprite option and then click any character you want, and I'll pick Avery walking. Now let's make a background. But the actual background in Scratch, the stage can't move. If you click on it, you'll see the stage selected, no motion blocks. So what we are going to do is we will make a sprite and have that sprite be the background. So what we are going to do is we will make a sprite and have that sprite to be the background. That will be what's moving. So I will hover over, choose a sprite and click paint to draw a scrolling background. The important thing is that this one edge of the drawing has to line up with the opposite edge so that it can transition smoothly. My favorite way of doing this quickly is to make one flat rectangle to be the ground and the other one flat rectangle for the sky. It's good for these edges to line up with each other, so I'll drag them into position. I also like to add some kind of details that can pass by. One of my favorite tricks, set the color to gray. Draw a circle with the circle tool, then click on the point editing tool and drag this point upward. Now you have got a rock. Now where did my character Avery go? She is behind the background sprite. But what we want to do is make this sprite, that is the background, be on the back layer. There's a good block for that in the looks category. If you scroll down, there is this block which says go to front layer. Block, change it to go to back layer and click, and there you go. So now we want the background moving. How do you move a sprite in Scratch? You might already know this, but if you don't know, don't worry, I'll tell you. So let me show you. In Scratch, you control how far a sprite is from one side of the screen to another using the X value. X is 240 all the way from here. X is 0 in the middle, and over here it's negative 240. Let me show you with Avery because it will be little bit easier to see for Avery. If I set X to 240, she goes all the way over here. If I set X to 0, she moves to the middle. And this number Y controls how high up the sprite is. So we can use this X and Y values to move the background sprite. If we set X to 0 and Y to 0, it puts it right in the middle, and that seems a pretty good place to start. So let's have it go there when we click the green flag, and then we want it to move this way. So we want to change X somehow. To do that, there is this block, change X by 10. Let's try it out. So that makes it move, which is what we want, but the backdrop is going this way and I would like it to go this way. So for that, we just need to put in a negative number. Awesome. Now I would like to keep going this way. So I'll put this block inside a forever loop, so it will keep happening again and again. Now it moves but gets stuck at the left edge. So if it goes to this side of the stage, we want it to restart once it reaches the left side. Now you might ask, how do you do that? Don't worry, I'll show you. We want it to do something if it's over here. So for that, we can get this if then block. This block is really good for making a spirit do something if certain thing is true, and then you can go to the motion category. There is this block which says X position block that tells you the current X value of the sprite, the number right here. So right now we can click on the block to see what our sprite X is. Right now it's negative 465, which is just what we see here. And if we drag the backdrop sprite to here, it's 20, which is again what is right here. We are going to go to the operators category and we can use this green less than block to check if X is less than certain value. Let's see, is X position is less than 100? Yes, it's true, because X is 20 and 20 is less than 100. But then if I drag it over here, X is 351. Let's see if that's less than 100. There we go, it's false because 351 is much greater than 100. It's not less than 100. So Instead of 100, let's put it in negative 460, because that's what the x of the backdrop is when it's all the way over here. So if its x is less than that, then we know it's time for it to go back over here. So this will check if x is less than negative 460, and then if it is, we want the backdrop sprite to go all the way over here. So I'll drag it over here and see what x and y I should make it to go to start over here. Okay, it looks like x is 465 and y is 0, so that it will be the position. And see what x and y I should make it to go to start over here. Okay, so it looks like x is 465 and y is 0, so that will be the position I'll make it to go to. Okay, so now let's put this inside a forever loop. So every time it changes x by negative 5 and moves a little bit, it's going to check, am I all the way over here? And then if it is, it will go back to the side. So let's see, it goes, it goes, it goes, and it goes, and then it comes back around. Nice. Now you have probably noticed this big blank part of the screen. We'll get to that. In fact, let's get into it now. So the reason is this is happening is because when our backdrop starts moving this way, we need something to follow it, right? So what we can do is make a copy of this background and make that copy fill in the blank spot. The way to copy a sprite is to right click on it and click duplicate. So now we have a copy of the background. Let's see what happens. So nothing changed, and that's because the second sprite is right on the top of this one. Just to help you see it, I'm gonna change the color effect of the second spirit. So they start at the exact same place. They are moving completely in sync with each other. So to fix it, let's have this one, the duplicate, not start in the middle. Let's have it start all the way to this side. If I set x to 465, the main one will start in the middle and the duplicate will be following it. The way it fills in the blank spot. Basically, both of these sprites are gliding across, and because we have two of them, the entire stage is covered. Now, there are so many things you might want to add to this. Let's say you want different scenes to appear as the character keeps moving. You can duplicate one of these backgrounds. You can make this by something different. Maybe I'll delete the rock and draw a simple plant. So then we can add a next costume block. Every time this background starts over here, you will get to the background with the plant. So anyway, that's just a little idea of how you can make a different scene appears with different worlds, different locations, or anything which is in your mind. You can draw it on Scratch like this. So yeah, anyway, that's what I wanted to show you today, and I hope this video really helped you out. There's also a link in the description box to start this project that I made. If you want to make, just click on that link mentioned in the description box and open your Scratch and just start making some random scrolling backgrounds on your Scratch. So yeah, I hope you have fun making scrolling backgrounds, and see you next time. And just in case if you have any questions or any doubt related to scrolling backgrounds or anything related to Scratch, don't forget to drop your question in the comment section and I'll get back to you. Until we meet again, bye.